number 6, Maya Stojanovic.
Hi everyone and welcome into GCU Arena for this WAC women's volleyball matchup. Let's join the court for the introductions for Seattle and then GCU.
At setter, a junior from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, number 13, Shay Harris. At outside hitter, a freshman from Vacaville, California, number 15, Michelle Tayton. And an outside hitter, a sophomore from Belgrade, Serbia, number 18, Katarina Marinkovic. The Redhawks are 4-11 on the season, 0-2 in Western Athletic Conference play. They're led by head coach James Finley, associate head coach Nick Petrovic, and assistant coach Katie Walker. Lopes fans, are you ready? I said Lopes fans, are you ready? Well, let's make some noise and stay on your feet as we say hello to the starting lineup for your Grand Canyon University and Lopes. At middle blocker, a 6'2 senior from Mill Creek, Washington, number 2, Hannah Hicks. At outside hitter, a 5'8 freshman from Long Beach, California, number 3, Tegan DeFalco. At outside hitter, a 6'1 senior from Flagstaff, Arizona, number 7, Randy Powers. At outside hitter, a 6-foot freshman from Highland, California, number 8, Claire Kavinsky. The libero's a 5'9 sophomore from Rochester Hills, Michigan, number 9, Emma Ahern. The setter is a 5'9 sophomore from Mesa, Arizona, number 10, the Jackrabbit, Heidi Carpenter. And a middle blocker, a 6-foot sophomore from the pride of Mountain Point High School in Phoenix, Arizona, number 20, Kendall Gray. The Lopes are 5-10 on the season, 0-3 in Western Athletic Conference play. They're led by head coach Tim Nolan, assistant coaches Jay Van Bart and Ari Smith, director of volleyball operations Rachel Ferguson, team manager Dennis Flowers, athletic trainer Rachel Bodie, and strength and conditioning coach Anna Kuzan. Officiating this afternoon's contest, on the ladder, Rory Arasumi. On the floor, Nikki Cattle. Line judges, Quentin Greer and Lance Johnson. And providing the in-game entertainment, the Thundering Herd Pep Band. The GCU cheerleaders. And if you have not done so, please say hello to America's favorite mascot.
Hello everyone and welcome into GCU Arena. This matchup between GCU and Seattle. I'm Alex Larson, he's Aaron Gina. Aaron, they took a while to get going against Utah Valley on Thursday. What are they going to have to do to get their first win in the WAC?
Yeah, they did. They lost the first 2 sets. They actually won the third, but by the 4th set, Utah Valley had too much momentum. The Lopes couldn't carry the victory here. Actually, GCU versus Seattle U, the series goes to Seattle with 9-0. So actually, every time the Lopes have played Seattle, we actually haven't got a victory yet. But this season, you know, records are similar between Seattle and GCU, so I feel like GCU has the advantage today, but I'm excited to see some Lopes volleyball here on a beautiful Saturday.
Well, the record, or I should say the roster, looks just about the same as it did Thursday night. The team looked good, but it just took them a while to get into the game. The leader in kills, Claire Kavinsky. Maria Adams led in blocks there, as she has all season long, but we're ready to go here with the serve coming from Heidi Carpenter. And we're ready to go. Both teams winless in the WAC so far. GCU 5-10 and the Redhawks 4-11. And the Lopes on the board with the first point.
Yeah, Lopes have had some slow starts in this game this season, so I feel like if they can get the first 5 points, establish a lead, that'll really help them, much like losses versus Utah Valley. That'll really be what the Lopes need to capitalize today.
Well, just like you said, they did not take the lead in the first set at either sets against Utah Valley at all. So all 4 sets, they did not take a 1-0 lead. And here they will start off with a 2-0 lead as Randall Powers will softly underhand that one into a spot where there are no Redhawks.
Yeah,
and
really.
Just like that, GCU 2-0.
Really pretty tip by Randall Powers, the Flagstaff native there for the Lopes.
Attempt right there to get it over. It's number 13, Shea Harris, but denied right at the net, and that's going to be a big part of the game for the Lopes if they want to win, controlling the net. They only had 5 blocks compared to Utah Valley's 13 on Thursday. Carpenter sends it away. This is a Redhawks team that looks very young and nervous, and it's GCU taking a 4-0 lead. This is going to be huge because if they can get going early, they can really run away with this match, I feel like.
Yeah, Lopes coming into this match really strong. 4-point lead here. There's nothing like coming into a game with the Redhawks on an away game and going down 4 points. Great job, great start for the Lopes.
Especially considering, like you said, 4-0 away, as the Redhawks get a point there, but the Redhawks 4-0 here at GCU against GCU and 5-0 at home, so the Lopes haven't even won a game against the Redhawks. This would be big for the first win in the series all time.
Yeah, but on the other side of that, the Redhawks do come into this season 0-3 on away games, so this season at least they haven't proven that they can travel and win. So that's a big advantage here for the Lopes as we're playing at GCU Arena.
Anna Palmer served that one, and seems like they've attacked her several times in that back left corner. In the back line, a nice job of Michelle Tainton keeping it up, and that finds the line. So 2 consecutive for Seattle, and it's halved. Give it to Mara McLeod, and this serve for Anna Palmer. Just off the top of the net, nice job keeping that one up by Kovensky.
Yeah, how about that serve from Palmer? A lot of top spins, really got a lot of dip. Vicious serve.
Well, this is exactly what you don't want. Of course, early in the game, just feeling each other out like we always say, but you take a 4-0 lead, you really want to keep going on that. You felt the energy building up. I mean, did you not? I did, it seems like, and they will take all the airs they can get, as that is a service error for Anna Palmer on the season. Seattle comes in with 139 service errors compared to only 68 service aces, much higher than GCU's 107. Another point there by Seattle, and a substitution coming. Maya Stojanovic will come on, and Mara McLeod comes off. 5-4, quick-paced game so far. Tiana Milojevic will serve. A lot of Serbians on the Seattle squad. Good to see recruiting outside the country. Kovensky, the kill leader, will miss that one in the back right. Good try, but not quite.
Yeah, one thing that really relates in a lot of sports, but especially volleyball, is it's really a game of runs. So like you said, GCU started with a hot start, 4 points to 0, and now it's 5-5. But if anything, a lot of runs happen in volleyball. So momentum is a really big, establishment here in the sport.
Well, just as you said that, Seattle takes the first lead of the set. And it's been a couple times in a row now we've seen GCU hit it too hard outside the lines. The Havoc's getting into it with the server, Tiana Milojevic. And now a good rally coming, the first one we've seen, but it's kind of been back and forth. This time Seattle able to gain a 2-point lead and maybe get momentum. GCU 334 errors on the season compared to Seattle's 300, I should say. So a few more in the same amount of games played, 15 apiece. There's Powers who finds the line. Good job. We saw that a couple times Thursday night against Utah Valley. She was second. Get this replay just on the line. A good job flying over the net. Far side across her body. No real play there for the Redhawks.
Yeah, really great combination between Powers and DeFalco, especially with Kowaninski here. So if the Lopes can capitalize on their outside hitters with some kills, really going to be some points they need in this game.
And that one finds the back line as a diving Lope cannot get it. That was Kobe Dunn on the attempt. Comes a serve. It's Shea Harris away, and now Carpenter will set it for Kavensky, and she will kill. We've seen that several times, more than several on the season, and this time we'll see it again. Beautiful assist by Carpenter, and that is why she is the leader. 322 on the season, make it 324. 2 assists here tonight. Good save by Harris. Kept up now, GCU looking for the kill attempt. Kavensky can't get it over the blocking hands of Glavinik and Stojanovic. And it's a 2-point lead again for the Redhawks. Substitution as Palmer comes off. And Victoria Demen will come on. And now the serve will go to Stojanovic. I should say Marinkovic, and that is a service ace and a service reception error for GCU. Can't have that if they want to win this WAC game, and their first ever against Seattle. Marinkovic serves. Ahern, and that's going to be a net violation. Looked clear that Kendall Gray touched the net, and the far side referee called it. So now 11-7, a 4-point lead for Seattle, and just like that, that 4-0 lead evaporates into a huge deficit for them at this point. Marinkovic finds the net. A service ace and a service error for her. Kavensky received by Marinkovic, and now to the GCU side. DeFalco couldn't put that one home. Set and past a diving hand of Ahern, couldn't pancake that one up to a teammate.
Yeah. Lopes had the early advantage here, but now down 4 like you're saying. Hopefully the Lopes can battle back here with this 4-point deficit.
The serve from Stojanovic. And now Redfield will set, and DeFalco will kill. Kayla Redfield to Tegan DeFalco, the freshman. And she had 5 kills herself on Thursday night, off the bench several times. Was able to really get going later on in the match, but like we said, you dig yourselves a 2-0 hole. It's hard to get out of that any way you slice it. Ahern, there's Harris who sets, and that is not going to find the line. Seattle rejoicing, but then realizing the point went to GCU, and the Lopes will take it 12-10. There's 2 consecutive, as Ahern will serve, trying to make it 3 and bring this game back to tie. Off the top of the net, a service ace, absolutely beautiful. Nothing to do there for Seattle. Absolutely all Ahern. Doesn't fall much better than that.
Yeah, beautiful accuracy by Ahern. I like to think that was intentional.
Well, barely skims the net there again, so it looks like it may have been, as that one isn't going to find the line either. 4 in a row. Glavinik unsuccessful. It was close, but no cigar.
Yeah, we just talked about how the Lopes need to make a 4-point run, make this game 12-12 here, and that's exactly what they've done. You know, they started out 4, and then Seattle, you took a 4-point advantage, and now it's 4. The points have been made up at 12-12 tie here in the beginning of the first set.
That one way too far, and not off the blocking hand, so now it's going to shift from Seattle to GCU in a timeout is going to be on the court. So we will be right back from GCU Steam.
I'm Dominique. I'm a student here at Grand Canyon University studying hospitality management. My hospitality courses here are giving me a high quality education from professors that I know have been successful. Being able to work while I'm in school has enriched my college experience. I feel like I know where I'm going and what I want to do. When they say find your purpose, they mean it.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Back in the GCU Arena at the halfway point in set number 1. GCU able to get the lead, Aaron. And why is that? I mean, they trailed, then it was just kind of game of runs, like you said, and now they've able to gotten the lead back 4 points in a row now.
Yeah, well, they're really sharing the wealth with the outside hitters. A combination between Kovinsky and Powers and DeFalco. They each have around 2 kills each, so nothing like sharing the wealth that shows Seattle, hey, we can hit you here, here, and here. So, you know, Seattle's not just playing defense on one player at GCU, but GCU is able to share the ball and get multiple kills. That's why the Lopes have a 1-point advantage here. But let's hope that this next 4-point lead can go to the Lopes, because I feel like this first game is going to be really big in this set today.
Well, Seattle's had 5 airs, GCU only 3, so if that trend keeps up, it's going to be beneficial for the Lopes. Like we said, they'll take all the airs they can get as we're set to go here. And that point's going to be to GCU right off the timeout, just what you said, 14-12, and now that's a 6-0 run for GCU. And DeMen comes off. Mara McLeod comes back on, and Emma Ahern will serve for GCU. We'll keep attacking the same players, as that one is going to find the corner. So after several times of hitting it too hard, Palmer is able to find the back right corner. Michelle Tainton. Oh, a lob, a nice diving effort by him to keep it up, and then a slam right down by Kayla Redfield. No, I should say Hannah Hicks. I believe the set was from Kayla Redfield. Doesn't get much better than that. Hicks using her size advantage on the net.
Yeah, nothing like seeing a good set coming. We can see the replay here. Just a great dig and beautiful set from Kayla there. Hannah Hicks able to finish the play, moving the score to a 2-point advantage, 15-13 favor of the Lopes.
Yeah, that one all starts with Kayla Redfield, a beautiful set. And that one put down. It's Anna Palmer. 15-14. Serve from Palmer. Ahern receives it, Carpenter. Powers, a diving number 9, Milojevic can't get it, and Randy Powers has her 3rd kill of the match. Thursday night, GCU had 32 airs against UVU, and Tegan DeFalco with a service ace.
Yeah, not a lot of power on that serve, but just amazing placement there. Lopes now up 3 points. We're going to get a replay here by DeFalco, and really just a great placement. Red Hawks weren't ready for it. Easy ace for the Lopes.
Now it's a 3-point lead. And then answering right back is Mara McLeod, so been very fast-paced here. A lot of points coming early, but you expected that with these two teams kind of trying to work it out early in the WAC season. And now Milojevic. Diving play by Ahern, and she was really one that picked it up later on in the match on Thursday night, but they're unable to get it, and Seattle bringing it back to 17-16 in favor of GCU.
Yeah, those are the errors the Lopes really need to work on. Earlier, Kobe Dunn had a mishit and another mishit there by Heidi Carpenter. That's 2 points that at the end of a match, though, you know, those points really add up. So I'd like to see the Lopes do a little bit better with some clean play on defense.
Nice job keeping that one over by Kavinsky. And that one gets the line. It's going to be a Seattle point and tied at 17. Both sides celebrating. Couldn't tell right away. And the referee gave the point to GCU first, but then switched it. And hitting percentage here, GCU 308 for Seattle 286. I know it's early in the first set, but that's going to be something to key in on as GCU was at 120 as it's Randall Powers with the kill down the right side and the left side of the court. On the far side, just barely getting the line, but said hitting percentage for GCU only 120 on Thursday night compared to the Wolverines 276. That's a big difference, and obviously as a result, far more points and kills for the Wolverines. But keeping it up here for GCU, and that's why they lead 18-17. Set number 1. Punched by Gray, nothing. Carpenter. And then it's barely tapped over by Powers, a diving play, slapped over by Gray, couldn't get it. And then finally finished by Marinkovic. Good job after a nice rally. Getting up there and going across the body, across the court. Kept up there by Dunn and now sent down, and the blocking hands of the Red Hawks they are able to stave off this attack and take the lead 19-18. Shea Harris, and then Kavensky, can she get it? Not quite. Harris, and Kovic couldn't find it. As good dig by DeFalco, keeping that one up. Kavensky, not quite. Good job keeping that one up down by Milojevic. And then Seattle U able to get the point. 2-point lead now, 20-18.
Yeah, great defense there by Milojevic. 2 digs from Kavensky, and those were powerful, powerful hits. So honestly, just a nice job defensively for the Redhawks.
Kavensky here, and blocking hands again, up and stopped. Stojanovic, I should say, and Glavinik make it 21-18, and there's a timeout on the court. We will take one and be right back.
I'm Bianca, I'm a sophomore here at GCU, and I'm studying mechanical engineering.
Arizona is completely different from Italy, but that's why I love it so much.
I feel honored to be here at GCU. I feel like they truly care about who I am.
If you're passionate and if you work hard, you can do it, and GCU is here to support you. I will be able to apply my knowledge and make a difference immediately.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back into GCU Arena. The Lopes trail 21-18. It's been really back and forth, more than we've seen in some of the other matches. And these two teams, like we said, haven't won in the WAC, both wanting to get this win, needing this win to keep their season alive.
Yeah, 21-18 here at the end of the first set. Not exactly the start the Lopes wanted. You know, they started great with a 4-point deficit, and it's kind of been going back and forth, honestly. But I think the Lopes would have really appreciated to see not being down 3 as we enter the 20s here. You know, going back to the Utah Valley, it was similar with the amount of kills. I think 54-53. But the thing that really set the Lopes back was the amount of defense that they could play and the amount of blocks they had. Obviously, Utah Valley had more blocks because those kills, you know, turned into points here. So if the Lopes can capitalize on some of the kills, because Powers, I believe, has 4 kills here, so the Lopes are playing some good offense, they can get this first set here.
Well, we are back onto the court, and just like you said, you don't really want to trail going into the 20s, but that's exactly where GCU finds themselves. And that's tough, as DeFalco will set it for Kavensky, trying to come back, blocking hands up, but a good reaction by Kavensky to snag that one right back up, and then that one attempted by Glavinik, unable to find the line as it goes towards the GCU bench and pushes the score to 21-19. Kayla Redfield serves it here, trying to bring it back to even. And the blocking hands of Adams. She's the leading blocker on this squad so far. Good fake there, and unable to be handled by Palmer. And you can really see why this Seattle team is 4-11 on the season. Just a play that you got to expect the player in the back to make. And that one slammed down by Stojanovic, so 22-20, 3 points away for Seattle. Marinkovic, Redfield set, Kovensky, not quite. Milohavic's done a great job keeping that one up, and there's Ahern, a nice reaction time. Maybe a strain there, and blocking hands of Stojanovic and Glavinik up once more. Will deny that one. And the Lopes will call a timeout. We will take one with them. 23-20, we'll be back for the finish of set one.
At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages fewer than 17 students with full-time faculty. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview. Welcome to the family. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University online.
Seattle really seemed to gain momentum off that last time out, and now they're 2 points away from winning the first set in what would be a very pivotal win, because in WAC matchups like this, you know, you go back and forth and they're very competitive, especially with this record series being 9-0 in favor of Seattle.
Right, yeah, I was just going to mention that even though that the Redhawks are 0-3, that 9-0 lead that they have over GCU is honestly playing a role here today. I don't think GCU's concerned, or they're thinking about it, or they're, oh man, we've never beat this Redhawks squad. But at the same time, Lopes are down 3 at the end of the first set. And, they played good. I just feel like Kovensky couldn't quite get over the blocking hands of the Redhawks here, and that's been about 4 points. So that's probably the deficit that the Lopes are seeing at the end of this first match.
Like you said, the blocking points gained by the Redhawks, maybe not huge numbers, only 4, but at big times, just crushing momentum for GCU as it is a service ace. And we are to set point 24-20. Marinkovic trying to end it here for Seattle. Almost hits the top of the net, not quite. It's Kovensky, picked up by Marinkovic, and this one down, and it'll be a GCU point. So it fell on GCU's side, but GCU gets the point, and they have some hope, 24-21. And put down, Redfield keeping it alive. Ahern sets, and the lefty kill by Sarah Hagee. And a timeout is called by Seattle, 24-22. We'll be right back.
At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages fewer than 17 students with full-time faculty. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview. Welcome to the family. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University online.
We're back here for the exciting conclusion of set number 1. You kind of figured these sets and this whole match was going to go down to the wire, and we're seeing it here.
Right, yeah, GCU down 2 points. I kind of like to think GCU has a couple errors in the beginning of this game. Kobe Dunn had an error that, kind of just went off her hands. A couple serving errors that the Lopes have had, and just, obviously Kovensky can't, the ball, not going over the net into the blocking hands. These things cumulatively together, leads to a 2-point deficit that ultimately will be a big disadvantage coming into the second match. The Lopes want to come into this match taking the first set, obviously giving them some more momentum, especially after kind of a loss to Utah Valley here. So we'll see if the Lopes can battle back here in the end of this first set.
Well, an adjective to describe that loss would be crushing, as a crushing kill by Stojanovic ends set number 1. 25-22, Seattle wins that one. We will be back for set number 2 after this.
At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages fewer than 17 students with full-time faculty and student advisors. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview. Welcome to the family. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University online.
Well, the Lopes losing this one 25-22. It was a good set, and they started well, but they couldn't finish. And that's really what they've talked about is when they start something, they've got to finish it.
Right.
That's why they're, winless in the WAC, and their record really is not that good at 5-10.
Yeah, losing those two first matches to Utah Valley again. The last thing you want to do is come in and lose the first two matches and then win the third and then lose the fourth. So if the Lopes can win this second set, I feel like that's really going to be establish the momentum and tell Seattle that, hey, you guys took the first set, yeah, but we're right here, we're ready to compete. Make it 1-1 set, and then they can come in, win the second and the third. So I think this second set for the Lopes is going to be really crucial just to see, how the matchup is going to be today.
Well, for the Lopes, a 148 percentage compared to 273, that is going to be enormous. Like we said, it was so low at 120 by the end of the fourth set against Utah Valley. It's just not going to get a cut. And serving errors, 2 for Seattle, none for GCU. They'd like to see that stat trend keep up. And their leader is Randall Powers. Not really unexpected, as she was the second leading killer against Utah Valley. But, they haven't really seen the production from Kavensky and maybe DeFalco off the bench yet. So once they start to see that, maybe, these close sets go to GCU instead of Seattle.
Yeah, if Kavensky can, establish some more aces, much like Powers, and maybe 4 aces with Powers and 4 aces with Kavensky, and that combination can kind of play for the Lopes, and they can get a couple more points. They can also crisp up their defense and maybe some bumps in some sets. The Lopes just should come in this match, and take this second set. I think the Lopes are right there. I don't think Seattle U is, an exponentially better team. The Lopes have shown flashes of great volleyball this season, so I really just want them to come out, play really crisp volleyball, have a couple of nice plays and combinations, and take this second set and ultimately take home this victory to make it 9-1 for the series versus Seattle U.
We're getting ready to get back on the court. GCU is out there, like we said, 9-0. I should say 0-9 all time if you're looking at it from GCU's perspective against Seattle. So not a huge game, but it is a conference game and one really for pride, in which you want to get your first win against a WAC opponent. Like you said here, next home game, Thursday against Chicago State, October 19th, and that is an opponent they lost to in the road trip against UMKC and Chicago State, their first 2 WAC losses. So that's a good thing about WAC play. You get 2 chances, 1 at home and 1 on the road. GCU is going to be looking to capitalize on that and split the series.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're going to go into that game with a win versus Seattle U. A WAC opponent, nothing like going into another WAC opponent, losing and then losing again. So if they can defeat Seattle U today, that really gives them some momentum, not only amongst their team, but in the league and in the WAC conference this season. So I'm excited for the second set, that the Lopes are going to play some good volleyball here and hopefully go home with a victory today.
Serve here, and we're set to go in set number 2. So you can start this one pushed over by Palmer, unorthodox, and there's Powers. Get this one done, and Marinkovic can't finish that one. It's outside the lines. 1-0. GCU will take the lead. DeFalco into the net. 1 to Seattle. Only the first serving error for GCU. Good to see. Milojevic just barely skims the net. And now on the GCU side, sent over by Powers. And then the ball crushed onto the other side by Marinkovic. Seems like a trend that has been kept up the entire time and will continue to keep going. Just flying across her body, Marinkovic, and getting the ball from the near side to the far side. It's the outside of the antenna on a poor serve. Lopes will take the point. Kobe Dunn back on, she'll serve. And there's Marinkovic unable to get the back line too hard. There's a reason why she is second on the team. I should say first on the team in kills with 187, but also 102 airs. Huge number. The next most on the team is 57. Couldn't keep that one up from Schuler. DeFalco sends it back over, and now the Redhawks get their chance. Dunn. Powers too hard off the back line, tied up at 3.
You mentioned the airs by Marinkovic, and one thing that makes me think of is she's a power hitter. She goes for the fences, and there's going to be a lot of strikeouts with that. But at the same time, she is in this match right now with 6 kills and leading it for Seattle. So even though she has some airs, I feel like the positive effect, is why Seattle has the edge right now.
Point for GCU. Not sure quite who they gave that to, waiting to see. Kayla Redfield on, and Sarah Hagee comes off. Redfield is going to serve. And there's a miscommunication. Shea Harris was all over the place. The ball came to her, and she was nowhere close. There's Redfield's serve. Couldn't keep it on their side. Glavinek tried pushing with both hands, but did not even reach her side, and it falls on the Redhawks side. So 6-3, doubling up on Seattle right now. Harris, Redfield, and then Schuler denied at the net by Stojanovic and Marinkovic. And now Marinkovic is going to serve. 6 kills, 2 airs, hitting .308 right now. And there is a service air. She has 2 aces. Make it 2-1, and it's 7-4. Seattle really unable to grab any momentum right now. Neither team really able to get it. It's kind of just staying at that 3-point lead. Receive now. DeFalco is going to try and get the kill. Blocked at the net. Good job by Adams. That's why she is the leader, but did not keep it inside the antenna. So 7-5. Seattle gets a well-fought point and a well-needed point at this point in the match. Set. Kayla Redfield, and then DeFalco will hit the ground. Stojanovic goes to the ground. Check this out again. Collapses all the way down. Ball was going too fast to even get her hands underneath. And it's 8-5, Lopes.
Yeah, that's DeFalco's 3rd kill of the day.
Well, she had 5 Thursday night, so almost already there. Just off the top, Emma Ahern looking for that other service ace, and the blocking hands of Hicks. And Hagee up. Who are they going to give a point to? They're going to give it to the Lopes. Check it out. Just barely falling. You see the Redhawks both thinking that was their point, but not quite. Kept up in the net. Good job by Hicks keeping her hands up there, and that fell well to the Lopes. And then DeFalco gets a kill. Glavinek unable to keep that block. And here's Seattle. Ahern able to keep that one up. Nice job of Schuler going to go get that one and sent over by DeFalco. So they're good. And then this one misses the line. Unable to find it by McLeod. And GCU has taken an 11-5 lead, forcing a Seattle timeout. And we will be right back.
I'm Taylor, and I'm getting my Bachelor's of Science degree in marketing from GCU. Moving on campus was one of the best decisions ever. Once I moved on campus, what really made me feel like I was a GCU student was going to all of the events and getting plugged into all the different things that we have going on here. One of the things that makes me feel most safe on campus is just the whole community aspect. Like, we're a big family here, and just knowing that I'm welcome with open arms and I can just be myself. Being an RA has given me a lot of experience that I think I can carry on through the rest of my life. Between my academic scholarship, my RA scholarship, I've got a lot of school paid for already. And what's been nice is that as I've been working throughout school, I've been paying back my loan each summer. The day I graduate, it'll feel awesome because I'll be graduating in 3 years and I'll have little to no debt.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Momentum to GCU now up 11-5. They've more than doubled up on Seattle, and everything seems to be going right for GCU and wrong for Seattle as their hitting percentage down to 130. GCU's up to 135.
Yeah, this is the Lopes' biggest lead of the day at 6 points here. So a great opportunity for the Lopes to pull away and take this second set. We have seen teams, though, this season come back, and the Lopes can't take advantage, much like this year, of a nice 6-point lead. So hopefully the Lopes can maintain this lead into the second set, giving them a lot of momentum that they need to win this match today.
Yeah, that was a really smart play there by Anna Palmer to ease off and not slam that one down. And here comes Michelle Tainton, the Havoc's favorite Seattle player. Put down by Palmer, but unable to be kept within the restraints, as Sarah Heggie is going to get the point and the block, and a 12-6 GCU lead. Carpenter will serve. 6 serves already. No airs, no aces. And this one, an ace. Heidi Carpenter off the hands and off the face of a Red Hawk. And that is just a thing of beauty. 13-6. Off the net. This one into the crowd. A point for Seattle, and it's 13-7.
Yeah, Lopes playing with an edge here. You know, we haven't seen thus far this match, so it's really nice just to see Lopes playing with a lot of confidence, and I really think that correlates to the 6-point lead they have.
Palmer hits that one hard. And then off the hands and right down for a Powers kill. That one had a bunch of power behind it, and sure enough. Tegan DeFalco on the serve, top down by Schuler. Now another chance, Marinkovic. And there's some miscommunication on the GCU side. That one did not look good, but just have to talk through it. Here's Milo Hevic. Ahern keeps it up. Carpenter sets. Schuler cannot kill, and then Palmer tried to be put down, but good job of the digger keeping it up. Emma Ahern. Schuler has too much power on that one. 14-9. Nice job of Schuler getting low to get that one, and then punched, and it is going to find the back line. That was a smart play by Hannah Hicks.
Yeah, you can see the replay here by Hannah Hicks, and just great placement on the ball, just pushing it to the backside against the Red Hawks. Nothing like a seasoned veteran play by the Lopes here. That's going to move the score to 15-9 in favor of the Lopes. Lopes doing a good job maintaining their lead here Let's see if they can continue that going into the second half of the second set.
Marinkovic trying for that kill, and then Powers off the face of Milojevic. But Seattle gets the point, and that's hard fought. Good job. Seattle needing to keep that one. It's 15-10. Carpenter almost killed by Powers, not quite. And then there's sent over. Schuler able to get that one. And extends the lead 16-10. Kayla Redfield. Good job reaching and grabbing that one back over, and it's kicked. I think it was kicked by Stojanovic. We'll have to get a replay on that if we can. As the Redhawks get that point, I'm not sure if we saw that. If it was kicked, that was tremendous reaction by Maya Stojanovic.
Yeah, a little flash of Nikki Jackson there for the Redhawks.
Sure enough. And slammed down by Adams. For those of you that don't know who Nikki Jackson is the star player on GCU's men's soccer team. Soon to be legend, FIFA legend. As timeout's called, we'll take one with him. It's GCU up 17-11.
I'm Dewey, a student here at GCU studying communications. My dad graduated from GCU in 2009, and he is definitely bleeding purple. He loves GCU to the max. Me choosing to follow in his footsteps was the best idea I could have chosen. I absolutely love sports, playing them and watching them, and I could talk about them all day. GCU has made it possible for me to pursue my passion of becoming a sports broadcaster. The program they had here and the direction it could take me was exactly what I wanted and what I needed. Knowing that I could talk to a professor or a counselor about literally anything that has to do with my academia or even just my personal life was encouraging and exciting to know. The friends and the roommates that I've had in the last 3 years have made my quality of life 1,000 times better. I am a GCU Lope, and I will forever always be one.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Well, the Lopes looking good here, 17-11, and they have the momentum, keeping the Redhawks on their toes, making them continue to call timeouts, and it seems like each timeout that has been called, GCU has adjusted even better.
Yeah, our last break, the Lopes had a 5-point advantage, and now the Lopes have, a 6-point advantage. So if anything, the Lopes are doing a good job maintaining their lead. Even if points are going back and forth, the Lopes still maintain their 6-point advantage here coming into the second half of the second set. Really great volleyball, and this is the kind of volleyball that we wanted to see for the Lopes, and we knew the Lopes were capable of.
Schuler unable to get that one. And it's a point for Anna Palmer. Stojanovic will serve again. To DeFalco. And then DeFalco comes flying in on the far side, extending the lead to 6. That's unstoppable.
Yeah. Really nice hit from DeFalco there. That's going to be her 5th kill of the day. Also, Powers has 5 kills. So really great combination between 2 GCU outside hitters here to spread the wealth, like I said earlier, making the lead 18-12 in favor of the Lopes.
Not sure what we're waiting on here. Ahern getting ready to serve, and it's off. 18-12. Can GCU tie it up 1-1? And unable to do so as Haig tries to kill it. But blocked, and now Michelle Tainton comes back on. There's a serve from Tainton, and that is going to be a service ace. That was well done there by Tainton. 18-14, slowly inching back. GCU not looking to give any breathing room. They're comfortable with a four-point lead, and it's another Red Hawk point. 18-15, that's the closest it's been in a while. 3-0 run for the Red Hawks. And that is too hard. Palmer, 3 attacking errors so far. She still is hitting .364, but that one nowhere close. You're just seeing a couple more errors. These are going to be longer matches. Probably going to go to 5 sets. So you're really going to see what each team's made out of here and the stamina they both have. And again, that's Palmer just nowhere close for their 4th error. And the hitting percentage drops from .368 to .154. And rightly taken off by head coach James Finley. 20-15. There is an error by Heidi Carpenter. And Anna Palmer comes back on to serve. 20-16. Red Hawks have been trailing for the last couple minutes. Throws that one up high, gets some power behind that one, but it's nicely recepted by Schuler. And then put down by Powers. 4 away. Up to a 5-point lead, and they love it.
Yeah, I love seeing this setup there from the Lopes. And a great finish, great ace from Powers there. That's going to be her 6th kill of the day. Advancing this lead, 21-16 for the Lopes. Red Hawks gaining a little momentum there, making the score 18-15, cutting the deficit to 3, but Lopes able to battle back, move the lead up to 5 points.
Falco serves, and a good job receiving that one. Schuler puts it down. Point GCU, they are 3 away. Taking set number 2. It's been the first time they've taken a second set in 5 matches. And quick to go down 2 sets to none. And another service error made on GCU's side. They get the ball back to serve. They're getting the points off the Seattle service opportunities, but then they get to serve and they can't quite find the lines. Diving, good job by Schuler keeping it up. That one high in the air. Tapped over by Hicks, just a quick little punch. Couldn't put it down, nice job. Backline working hard to Falco and Ahern. Carpenter, Schuler. Good job keeping that one up by Milojevic. Martinovic kept up by DeFalco. Carpenter set for Powers. Punched up, nice volley here we got going. Martinovic again. Carpenter sets to Ahern. Ahern sets there for Powers. And then it's finally won by Stojanovic and Marinkovic. The block and a timeout is called. 22-18, GCU still leads. We'll be right back.
Founded on the belief that the entrepreneurial dream is an engine that drives innovation forward in a global marketplace, the Colangelo College of Business educates and develops values-driven business leaders. Our graduates exemplify the principles of servant leadership and entrepreneurship. GCU's strong Christian identity informs the education you receive, integrating our Christian values with the business curriculum. The college features more than 25 programs from the bachelor through the master's level, catering to traditional, evening, and online students. These programs serve a diverse set of aspiring business professionals who not only learn in the classroom, but gain real-world experience operating actual businesses. Our students also receive unique access to Jerry Colangelo's legendary experience, leadership, and connections throughout the business world. Find out more at gcu.edu/business.
Welcome back, GCU, looking to finish out set number 2 and have this match at 1 set apiece. But Seattle extending it, of course not making it very easy for GCU in set 2.
Yeah, you said it, Alex, here. Lopes playing a lot better volleyball coming into the second set. Exactly what we wanted to see. Kind of an unfortunate loss there in the first set. We were a little disappointed the Lopes weren't coming out and playing the volleyball. We know they can play because they have a lot of players that have a lot of great skill sets. So it's really great that the Lopes are coming into the second set here with a 4-point lead. Hopefully can go home today with a low victory.
Oh man, that's a great play by Schuler to dive in. If this point goes to GCU, that's going to be huge. Martinovic can't punch it over. Ahern sets for Powers. Can't you kill? Not quite. And it falls on the Lopes side, or I should say, yeah, it falls for GCU, and it's 23-18. Let's take a look again. Just barely on the Redhawks side. It was a fight at the net for 2 players from each side. Hicks serves this one, and a miscommunication there. Martinovic able to keep it up, and that Powers again, and then a block will land in a spot where there are no Lopes.
In for Seattle, number 10, Rachel Stark. Shea Harris to serve.
Shea Harris will serve. 18 serves, no aces, no errors. DeFalco set there, and then put down by Seattle right in front. So block number 10 for the Redhawks, and we're only in set number 2. Keep in mind, Utah Valley had 13, and that was the high in that game. And that was through 4 sets. Powers, a tap. Couldn't quite. Carpenter again for Schuler. Schuler able to find the line and find the point. Bringing us to set point, 24-20. Can Redfield end it here? Into the back corner. Martinovic, wow. And no, that's not gonna get it. GCU wins 25-20, and we will be right back for some banter after this.
GCU's College of Science, Engineering, and Technology offers a premier STEM education with relevant curricula designed to lead you to a career in the competitive fields of science, technology, engineering, and math. GCU is investing in the future of our STEM programs with multiple state-of-the-art facilities, providing students with access to cutting-edge technology. Our STEM education is motivated by a Christian worldview, which cultivates ethical decision-making. The College of Science, Engineering, and Technology fosters traits in adaptability, collaboration, creativity, as well as ethical and social awareness, which makes our graduates from our STEM programs more competitive. Through robust collaboration and partnership with industries that require a STEM-prepared workforce, our faculty concentrates exclusively on student success within a deeply nurturing Christian setting. Find out more at gcu.edu/cset.
Welcome back in, 1 set apiece, and this is the GCU volleyball that we were really wanting and hoping for. It's been a fight, but here we are tied at 1 set apiece, and GCU looking for the first WAC win this season.
That's right. Lopes coming out in this second set, a much better, cleaner set for the Lopes. A lot of just great plays. I know Powers had a lot of good hits, a lot of great hits from DeFalco. But Lopes coming into the second set playing better volleyball. The volleyball we know they can play. So I'm excited for the third set to see if the Lopes can continue that momentum that they established in the second and able to carry it in the third and the fourth and go home with a victory today. Because if anything, we know the Lopes can play good, solid volleyball. A lot of times the Lopes are their own worst enemies.
Yeah, well, the leaders for the Lopes, Powers with 6 kills. Also, DeFalco has 5. And 4 service errors for Seattle, 3 for GCU. So good trends we're going to want to keep focus on And if GCU wants to win, that's what they're going to have to do.
Last week, the Jerry Colangelo Museum had its open debut here in the city of Phoenix. Alex, let's take a look at it.
Grand Canyon University, you made a great decision. A true Arizona living legend, our friend Jerry Colangelo. It's going to be a great night. He was the architect, of course, of one of the winningest franchises in NBA history.
Tonight's about Mr. Colangelo, that great museum. It's connected to our basketball facility, our brand new practice facility. So,
what about the Colangelo School of Business? He got really, really excited about it, and he was the architect of that program. It has just taken off.
But what they don't understand is business is relationships, building it, using your platform, and creating access. I think this business school will be one of the finest business schools in America.
If we hadn't met Jerry, I'm not sure where this institution would be today.
I have never seen a man who is so powerful handle it with such grace and generosity. And I'll never forget that. It's my honor to be here tonight, and thank you for everything, Jerry.
I've often said that God has a plan, I believe, for everyone's life, and He's had a plan for my life. So I thank you for your support over the years. I thank you for our relationships, our friendships. There's a lot of love in this room, and I thank you for that. And thank you so much for coming here tonight to be a part of this special evening. Thank you.
Just a great gala and a great event hosted by GCU. Nothing like Jerry Colangelo, a huge name in the GCU community, and it's just awesome that we were able to honor him through a GCU museum. That's going to be open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 2. I know in that video there were several big icons here in the city of Phoenix, through the Suns and the Diamondbacks, but one thing I love about GCU is just, they really represent their own, and if you have an impact on the school, they're really going to cherish that and make it known that you are important to this name and this institution.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's only a matter of time before this arena is named after Mr. Colangelo. A lot of excitement on campus for the sports. The cross-country team is in Louisville, Kentucky right now, where they will run the national championships later in the year. Let's take a look at what they're doing.
Distance running, it's consistent weeks of uninterrupted training stacked on top of each other that leads to improvement. So it's chipping away each day, and those little improvements make big improvements over time. So putting in the work and just doing the day-to-day things consistently and getting better each day, and over time they're making bigger strides. Depth is key to having a good cross-country team, and so we were able to beat a couple teams that we've never beat in the past. We beat U of A and ASU, and it's all because we had a tighter pack, and we have a group that works well together and pushes each other every day. And so some of those freshmen, I think, are going to be key members to closing our pack, and it's those upperclassmen that have shown them the way. So I think it's really helped our team as a whole grow and develop much quicker than we ever have in the past. Our number one goal is to improve off of our finishes in the past. We have yet to win a conference title, so I think we would like to be top 3 on both sides. On a great day, I think we have a shot of winning. We have the right tools, we have all the tools we need, we just have to get to the line healthy and everybody on the same page on that day. So we're gearing up towards that, and I think our team's just going to improve each week and be ready for conference and for regionals.
Head coach Sarah Slattery really getting the Lopes into shape this year. They're in Louisville right now, actually, running the course that will be used in the national championship. So talk about really getting some good on-field experience for the GCU cross-country team. One more thing for you guys, just for your GCU TV viewers, Sports25 is the promo code to get 25% off in the Lope shop. I know it used to be GCU TV 20 for 20%. Now it's Sports 25 to get an additional 5% just for being a GCU TV viewer. We're going to toss it a break, but we'll be right back here to talk more volleyball and talk GCU. You're watching GCU TV.
Hi, I'm Bethany. I'm a junior here at GCU. Students are making a huge impact on the Valley just through painting the Valley purple. It really means a lot to people in Phoenix to hear that somebody's from GCU. It almost gives you like credentials because they know that you're a good kid and that you're gonna go far. I definitely think GCU is preparing me for my future and teaching students and being a difference maker in the lives of other people.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu. GCU's College of Theology serves the church by preparing students for a career in ministry and to share the gospel as a Christian leader. We reach a broad array of like-minded churches and Christian organizations to embrace various denominations and celebrate the unity we all have in Jesus Christ. At GCU, aspiring ministers and Christian leaders receive deeply focused theological training that is grounded in biblical truth. Students may choose from a variety of theological, transformative degree programs with real-world relevance, including Christian Studies and the Master of Divinity. Our recently launched Center for Worship Arts develops new talent in worship leadership, performance, and production. Whether learning on campus or online, our bachelor's and master's students graduate from the College of Theology fully equipped to minister and live the message they teach and preach. The mission of our college is to educate students to effectively communicate the gospel, faithfully serve the church, and minister with integrity at home and abroad. Find your purpose in ministry and Christian leadership at gcu.edu/COT. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
1 minute to go until the start of the third set. Pretty much halftime here. Each team's numbers look similar. That's why they're tied at a set apiece. 14 attacking errors each, and that's pretty much what you'd expect. 32 against Utah Valley, so GCU definitely doing a lot better than they did Thursday night.
Yeah, the correlation between Utah Valley and the Red Hawks here today is both teams are able to block the ball against GCU's ace attempts. You know, they're going in for a lot of kills, but a lot of these kills, like we saw in the first set, were blocked. And those blocks are turning into points that the Lobes can't capitalize on. So if the Lobes can get the ball over these blocking hands of the Red Hawks, then they will have the advantage going into the third set here. Like we said, they're playing good volleyball, and even Powers and DeFalco are really playing some good kills and some good aces here. But if they can get the ball over these blocking hands, these big blocking hands of the Red Hawks, this third set will be no problem for the Lobes here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Getting over the blocking hands, 10 already for Seattle. Utah Valley was only able to get 13 on Thursday night. So, you know, that's really a huge factor, the fact that Seattle's able to get so many blocks. GCU's just not being aggressive enough, maybe not putting in the right spots. But, you know, that's going to be something they have to change. And this Seattle team lost 3-0 to Utah Valley. So there was that. And this game is really evenly matched, and we're seeing why. Except at the net, the Lopes just have not all season been able to get the blocking hands going.
Third set here, 1-1. Lopes losing the first set, winning the second. We are officially here in the third set. Let's see if the Lopes can capitalize on the momentum that they've had and not had here in this game and take this third set home.
Referee talking to libero Tiana Milojevic. Ready to go on the court. And Carpenter sends it away, signaling the beginning of the third set. And also incurring a service ace, trailing 1-0 to start it off. I should say service air, not ace. Misplay there by Ahern. Still able to be sent over. Good job by DeFalco getting over, and then put down by McLeod. Mara McLeod, only 3 kills, make it 4 on 9 total attempts. Maybe we'll see more of her. Be interesting to see which team can come out of that long break maybe the blood stops flowing as a little bit as fast, and energy slows down a little bit after that break. You sit down and get the lactic acid in your muscles so you can come out and respond and make the changes. Right now it looks to be Seattle as just a little bit nervous looks GCU. Each of these balls that have been outside the lines have been at least 2 ball lengths outside. Punched by DeFalco. Good handling play there by DeMen. And then a diving Tayton unable to get it. Miscommunication there. Exactly what you have. Victoria DeMen just not speaking up to her libero. I should say Tayton. Slammed down. A good job by McLeod again. And then that ball falls on the outside part of the antenna for a 4-1 lead, Seattle. Shea Harris will serve. She's 20. Served 20 serves today. Make it 21. Carpenter and a double touch on the GCU side. So Seattle jumps out to a 5-1 lead, just what you didn't want.
Yeah, it's exactly what Seattle wants, however. But Lope's not able to come to this third set and keep the momentum they carried off the second. Hopefully they could battle back here, because if anything, volleyball is definitely a game of runs.
Oh no. Well, miscommunication and misplays there by Schuler, and it seems like just playing a different brand than they were. Claire Kavinsky comes on. Tressa Schuler comes off. Just a little different brand, maybe nervous. But that second set was paramount of how they need to continue to play. Kavinsky keeps that one up, nice dive. DeFalco, 2 hands that one over. Martinovic can't get it over Hicks and Powers. And it's 6-2 on a big play right there. And a chance to stop momentum, and they've done so. Well, looks like they may be giving this point to Seattle as the board now reads 7-1, and they are. Not happy. Coach Nolan there talking to the official. The Havocs have some words for him as well. And they will confer right in front of our table. Still waiting on the rule, but the scoreboard reads 7-1 Seattle. If that stands there, I'm going to give it to Seattle, so it stands. I'm not quite sure the reasoning. We are unable to hear what is being talked about. Obviously, the noise of the Havocs behind us is too much, but either way, 7-1. There's not too many Havocs here, but they still make a lot of noise. And that ball pushed up. And the point for GCU. More miscommunication. Kobe Dunn will get a service ace. And then put down Seattle, so that is a good job. We've seen McLeod come on and make changes. Yep, she's done a real good job for the Seattle squad early on in this third set. And then a service ace. Marinkovic gets to double digits in the kill category.
Yeah, Lopes not coming out in this third set very sharp. You talked about momentum coming out of the second set. You also talked about sitting down for a little bit and kind of resting and building up that lactic acid, like you said. And it looks like Seattle here has the edge and has the momentum. Lopes just really seemed disoriented, confused.
That was a
not
good
playing
point.
as sharp as they once were in the second set.
That was a good point by Victoria Demen. Getting her first kill. And they lead 10-3 here in set number 3. Great job keeping that one up by Milojevic. And Kavensky, this one's kept up by Milojevic again, and then killed by Demen again. So 2 in a row for Victoria Demen, and it's now an 8-point lead for the Redhawks.
Yeah, this is the biggest lead of the day for either side.
And just outside, I believe. Yeah, it was a good idea. I like the idea, but a timeout is much needed, and it's taken 12-3 on the court. We'll be back.
I'm Taylor, and I'm getting my Bachelor's of Science degree in marketing from GCU. Moving on campus was one of the best decisions ever. Once I moved on campus, what really made me feel like I was a GCU student was going to all of the events and getting plugged into all the different things that we have going on here. One of the things that makes me feel most safe on campus is just the whole community aspect. Like, we're a big family here, and just knowing that I'm welcome with open arms and I can just be myself. Being an RA has given me a lot of experience that I think I can carry on through the rest of my life. Between my academic scholarship, my RA scholarship, I've got a lot of school paid for already. And what's been nice is that as I've been working throughout school, I've been paying back my loan each summer. The day I graduate, it'll feel awesome because I'll be graduating in 3 years and I'll have little to no debt.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
A bit of a predicament here for GCU, trailing 12-3, and they really just seem to have more nerves and not be as loose, really.
Yeah, they don't seem very comfortable like they were in the second set, really coming out and saying, hey, we can play good volleyball. The Lopes really need to slowly chip away at this large lead by Seattle if they want to have any part of the match today.
Kavensky, good try trying to get some spin on that one. And a good job of blocking by Adams and Kavensky again. Just barely tapping over the net, and it's 3 in a row. Look at Victoria Demen coming on for Seattle. Really making a change. A good job by her. And it's 13-3 Seattle. Demen again trying for number 4. That would be impressive. Hands up. And a good job of calling a teammate off. Milojevic, Carpenter, Powers, diving play, and put down by Adams at the net. So there's the 5th block of the game for GCU, 10-5, and that's that category in favor of Seattle. Good job keeping that one up by DeFalco, and it's still alive. I thought it was down at a Seattle point. Sent over. Heggie, good job. And a great finish. Mara McLeod, 7th kill. That was just fundamentally sound. Coach Jay Van Vark not happy, having some things to say. 14-4 is the deficit for the Lopes, looking to make a comeback here in the third set. And couldn't quite get that one over. Rachel Stark will get some time, and now Demen can't get that kill. Set, Kovensky will get a kill for herself. 14-5, it's back into the single digits.
See the replay here by Kovensky, just putting the ball on the backside. Back line there of the Red Hawks. Really great kill, but if the Lopes want to get back in this game, they're going to need more than just one kill from Kovensky. It's going to be a multiple effort from Kovensky, Powers, and DeFalco if they want to slowly work their way back in this game. And that's exactly what we just talked about. Great job by DeFalco. 2 kills in a row, but still a pretty large deficit in favor of Seattle here. A hole that the Lopes have dug themselves into.
Yeah, right now, the biggest mistake, especially if GCU rattles off a couple more points here, would be to call a timeout, kind of get rid of some of that momentum. And an attempt and a good job. That was just a case where Maya Stojanovic must have seen something. She was calling for the ball. I watched her say something right to the setter. That was a great job. So 15-6. The Havocs give me a kick every time. Redfield saves that one on that side. On the far side, I should say. And then DeFalco. Oh, that's just miscommunication right there again. You've seen that several times on the Seattle side. Just watching that ball in the sky, ball watching, and then just watching it come down and having no chance to get it. Ahern. Oh man, it's a great play. Shay Harris, only her second kill, but meeting the Lopes player's hands at the net. And it's just strength.
Serve here from the Redhawks. We sent to DeFalco. DeFalco will be blocked again from the blocking hands of the Redhawks. They have been really controlling that net from blocks, and that's been a big advantage and why this score is 17-7. Redhawks really carrying the momentum they established in the first game and showing the Lopes that, hey, we're going to capitalize on your mistakes.
There you go. Responding right there by Hagee. But yeah, we talked about it at the top of the broadcast, getting themselves down in these holes, whether it be a set hole, like 1 or 2 sets nothing, or a whole match, a match hole, as you're losing in 1 set compared to losing a couple sets none. Either way, those holes are hard to dig yourself out of, and they've done that right here again. Fortunately, they're even in the match 1-1, but this set is really one-sided. Put down, not quite. Great job, Stojanovic. And they're going to try and give it to Stojanovic again. She really wants it. A push. Good job, Carpenter keeping it up. DeFalco gets some spin on that one. Tainton. And that one put down. Marinkovic gets her 11th kill on the match. Stats say 10, but it is 11 by my count. And now Maya Stojanovic will serve 18-8. And a double-digit deficit for the Lopes. And that one goes the way of GCU, off the hands and out of bounds, back to single digits. And you'd like to get a run here and keep clawing back, because 9-10. That's really hard to recover from.
Yeah, especially as the Red Hawks enter the second half of this third set here and start to capitalize points. 18 there to 19. Now we'll be entering the 20 range. Really hard for the Lopes to battle back. And like you said, Alex, dig themselves out of this self-made hole with a 10-point deficit. 5 points can be a lot in volleyball, but doubling that with 10, honestly, is just really hard to overcome here in the third set.
Well, like what you said earlier in set number 2, not wanting to go into the 20s really down. That's exactly what they're doing here, as GCU has finally gotten to double digits, 19-10. Not sure, Coach Finley really wanting that call. Hicks. And then a huge slap, and it's killed, so there's the 20th point for Seattle.
Yeah, really just a great kill for Seattle there. It's going to move the score to 20-10. Seattle doubling the Lopes points here.
Marinkovic has really come to play in this third set. It's taken a while for these Redhawks maybe to warm up, as Tardy's going to come on. Tardy comes on and gets a change here, and that's good to see, because just wanting to get any momentum and maybe grabbing some there with a new player. Let's see, Adams on, Hagee on, Kavinsky, Ahern, DeFalco, now Redfield. So now you got the regular roster out there, but Tardy was on there for a sec. Marinkovic may have let that go, may have been a point, and that went off the hands of Ahern. Can't even come close to getting that ball, as she was not even on that one. 21-11. And Milojevic will serve. Redfield the set, but it's kept up. And then a point for Victoria Demen. So 4 kills for her in just this one set. Seattle doubles their lead 22-11 and looks to win the third set. Last meeting was won 3-2 by the Redhawks. Kavinsky can't put it down, blocking hands up.
Yeah, once again seeing the large blocking hands of the Redhawks here. It's really been a big advantage that we've talked about several times there. And another thing I'm noticing is when the Redhawks have a potential kill, the Lopes aren't digging it, but when the Lopes have a potential kill, the Redhawks are getting the ball and digging it and giving their offense another opportunity to get a kill. And that's what's been the difference here late in this third set.
Well, you know, you're really starting to see now the back lines of Seattle, as GC gets a point there, but they're really starting to get the ball off the ground and dig it well and get some nice pancakes. Whereas, you know, earlier they were letting those balls fall. Maybe the communication wasn't quite there with the Redhawks, but now it is, and it's completely showing off. 23-12. We'll see if they can end it. And 24-12, so 1 away. We're at the set point. That was Stojanovic, her 4th. And Michelle Tainton will serve and look to end it in the third set. And bring us to the 4th set here. And it's a service ace, it's over. So we will go to the third set. The Redhawks take a 2-1 set advantage. We'll be right back.
I'm Dewey, a student here at GCU studying communications. My dad graduated from GCU in 2009, and he is definitely bleeding purple. He loves GCU to the max. Me choosing to follow in his footsteps was the best idea I could have chosen. I absolutely love sports, playing them and watching them, and I could talk about them all day. GCU has made it possible for me to pursue my passion of becoming a sports broadcaster. The program they had here and the direction it could take me was exactly what I wanted and what I needed. Knowing that I could talk to a professor or a counselor about literally anything that has to do with my academia or even just my personal life was encouraging and exciting to know. The friends and the roommates that I've had in the last 3 years have made my quality of life 1,000 times better. I am a GCU Lope, and I will forever always be one.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Well, welcome back, and after that third set, a 227 hitting percentage for Seattle, only 129 for GCU, and they really got clobbered in that set.
Yeah, not exactly the third set we were hoping for, especially after losing the first and then winning the second. We were really expecting the Lopes to carry that momentum into the third set, but like we have seen, that did not happen. I think that break and that halftime really just kind of took all the momentum and the drive out of the Lopes, and Seattle was able to capitalize. You know, they're doing better on kills, they're doing better on blocks. At the end of the day, that's why they are up 2-1 in this match so far. Coming in to the fourth set today, the Lopes have to have a win here or else this game will be over.
Yeah, that's right, and we will get ready for the start of the fourth set right after this break.
Founded on the belief that the entrepreneurial dream is an engine that drives innovation forward in a global marketplace, the Colangelo College of Business educates and develops values-driven business leaders. Our graduates exemplify the principles of servant leadership and entrepreneurship. GCU's strong Christian identity informs the education you receive, integrating our Christian values with the business curriculum. The college features more than 25 programs from the bachelor through the master's level, catering to traditional, evening, and online students. These programs serve a diverse set of aspiring business professionals who not only learn in a classroom, but gain real-world experience operating actual businesses. Our students also receive unique access to Jerry Colangelo's legendary experience, leadership, and connections throughout the business world. Find out more at gcu.edu/business.
Each team taking their spots on the court as we get set for what could be the final stanza or could force a fifth and final set in which GCU will try to mount the comeback, but gotta win this one first. 38 kills for Seattle through 3, 31 for GCU, 18 attacking errors for GCU and 16 for Seattle, so 3 in that set for Seattle only, and 5 for GCU. Hitting percentage 227 for the Redhawks and 129 for the Lopes. Service aces even at 6 apiece, with the big number 12 and 5. That is blocks at the net, and Seattle leads that one.
Yeah, the statistics don't lie there, Alex. Definitely in favor of the Redhawks, and that's why at the end of the day right now, they are up 2 sets to 1.
Well, it's going to be important to see how they can start off. Will Seattle keep the momentum from that last set, or will GCU be able to come out with their own? And it looks like it's going to start with Seattle, just what we saw at the end of that set. Maya Stojanovic, another kill. That's 6 for her on the night, I should say afternoon. And the early Seattle lead in the fourth set. Kovensky, oh man, that one may have been too hard. Milovic served it, or saved it, I should say. And then a kill from Stojanovic to make it 2-0. 2 for her on the set, and the only 2 points.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the first 5 points of this game go, whether Seattle U takes the first 5 or it's 2-3 or something similar. That's really going to be an establishment of how this fourth and potentially final set can go. And like I'm saying that now, the Lopes do pick up a point, which is big for the Lopes, because the last thing you want is to be down 2 sets to 1 and down 5-0.
You know, that was a big point because it looked like Seattle was going to get that and go on a little run there. Service ace will give possession back to Seattle. making it 3-1. Once you get past the first 5 points and there's a deficit built up, you really don't have much room for breathing room left. Rides up there on Kavensky, but she's able to keep it now to Falco. Tipped off blocking hands of the Redhawks, and then tried to be killed by McLeod. DeFalco, set there by Shea Harris, and coming in was Marinkovic to try and kill it. Couldn't do so, and now they are gonna find the corner, Sarah Hagee, towards the Seattle bench. And a point for GCU, it's 3-2. That was off the hands of Victoria DeMen, unable to handle that one as it came in hot.
Yeah, more than anything, great positioning by Sarah to put the ball on the backside with no Red Hawk players.
Pushed across, nice job of Emma Ahern keeping that one up, and then DeFalco sends it over. Marinkovic, nifty 13th kill on 32 total attempts and a .262 hitting percentage. A timeout call by GCU. Coach not happy. We'll be right back.
Why are all the cheerleaders like 5'5"?
And set to go. 4-2, Seattle has the edge in the fourth set. We'll see which way it will go. Shea Harris looking to make it a 3-point lead, and GCU looking to trim it to one. Far side, DeFalco. Ran up on Marinkovic, she keeps it, and she will try for the kill herself. Off the hands of DeFalco. And she'll put it down.
It's going to be DeFalco's 9th kill of the day. We'll see the replay right here. She gets the bump and then finishes the play with a lot of velocity. Great hit there from DeFalco, making the score 4-3 in favor of the Redhawks.
Natalie Tardy is on. Good job getting that one over the net by Carpenter, and then it is killed. I believe that was Maya Stojanovic again with kill number 7. Well, stat sheet says a kill by Kyra Moss. Unfortunately, she's been injured the last 2 years. That was Katarina Marinkovic for Seattle, the last one, and the last point most recent for GCU was that of a service error. Carpenter keeps it up. Kavensky is going to get the point and tie it up. GCU's tied it up. That's exactly what you want. Going to probably go down this one. Well, I could say almost definitively this one is going to go down to the last couple points in set number 4, but here's DeFalco taking the lead for GCU. Off the top of the net. And on to the Red Hawk side, 6-5. Good job battling back, not getting flustered early in the set when you're trailing in the match. Into the crowd, Kavensky is able to get it onto the scoring table opposite from us. And then DeFalco's Ball too hard off the ground, 6-6. Tiana Milojevic will serve. Each team's attacking percentage so far this year has been similar at 181 for Seattle, 179 for GCU. As Tardy's gonna reach that big arm up and not quite be able to keep it on their side, outside the antenna. 7-6 Seattle leads. This one outside the restraints as well, so give a 2-point lead to Seattle now, 8-6. We're nearing the halfway point of set number 4. Carpenter keeps it up, and Kavensky comes flying in, and that is going to be a point and a kill for her. Kavensky's got 6, now DeFalco's the leader with 9, Powers with 6, and Kavensky will tie Powers with 6 now herself.
Yeah, that's been a big thing for the Lopes here in this second, third, and fourth set here. Kavensky's been a little bit quiet. You know, we're used to her being the kill leader here for the Lopes, and combination between her, Powers, and DeFalco. But Kavensky coming back today, being a little quiet in these sets. Big advantage here for the Lopes.
Put down right there by Stojanovic. And it's 9-7. Seattle kill leader is Katarina Marinkovic with 13. And now up. And then put down. Tardy, good job with 2 hands putting it over. And then it is Shea Harris that gets the kill.
Yeah, we've seen Shea Harris do that a lot today. Obviously the setter here for the Red Hawks, doing a fake set, pushing the ball over. And that's probably the 4th or 5th time that she has executed at a point here for the Red Hawk squad.
Seattle with the volley. It's kept up. And that is going to be a GCU point.
Coming in from the Lopes, number 1, Kayla Redfield, 13, Sarah Haggy. Kayla Redfield will serve.
Service air right there by Redfield, unable to keep it in. Trying to go to that back corner a couple times, but unable to do so. And now it's a 3-point lead for Seattle. But GCU just staying around, not wanting to get buried like last set. Fortunately, they are hanging around. Marinkovic off the hand of DeFalco.
Yeah, I wonder if that one would have bounced out if DeFalco wouldn't have touched it there. But close call. 12-8 is the score. 4-point advantage for the Red Hawks in this 4th and potentially final set.
That's a great point. And one that will continue to monitor. Kavensky can't find the line. So it's just a different team than we've seen in the 2nd and 3rd set. Here the 4th resembling the 1st a little bit more. Top of the net, diving, Kavensky gets that one. Haig. Martinovic again, and this one's gonna be a point for Seattle as it lands in the cheerleaders. 14-8, lead is 6. Ahern, set by Redfield, and then Kavensky will kill it. Finds it, so it taken a while for her, but she finally gets that 7th kill and puts GCU back on the board.
Yeah, see the replay here from Kavinsky. Really nice kill there on the backside against the Redhawks, and that's the Kavinsky we're used to seeing here for GCU. Nice job there establishing the kill. But then again, right after the Lopes take advantage and get a nice point, they give it right back to the Redhawks here on a serving error, moving the score 15-9.
Yeah, 15-9, and already past that halfway point. It's really starting to get away from them here. 9-0 is Seattle all time against GCU. The Lopes looking to get their first run, and that one out. So some life for them. 15-10.
Yeah, these next 3 to 5 points here are really big, because if the Lopes can come back and make it a 15-15 game, or the next 5 points go to Seattle, making it a 20-10 game, a lot of momentum shifting here, and the Seattle U will execute that one, moving the score to 16-10. So if the Lopes want to hang on and potentially take this game to 5 sets, they're going to need to slowly chip away at this Redhawks lead, and they're going to need to chip away now.
Yeah, well, not helping as Mara McLeod comes flying on. She's had 7 kills in the last 2 sets. A nice lob serve. And then DeFalco can get the kill.
Good execution from DeFalco. She still leads GCU. We're going to get a replay. Never mind, she still leads GCU with 10 kills today, followed by Kovinsky with 7 and Powers with 6.
And this one off the hands. So another deflection, too hard for Seattle. 17-11. Marinkovic. So Marinkovic can't find the back line. She's got 15 kills, 3 service aces, but nothing there. The point for GCU. 17-12. DeFalco serves. Oh, that was a nice play, but a net violation. Most definitely a net violation there. Not quite sure I saw it, and Coach James Finley doesn't like that either. Yeah, telling his player, number 13, Shea Harris, go talk to him. No idea what that call was.
But the moral of the story is the Lopes have cut the deficit down to 4 points here. At one point it was 16-10, now it's 17-13. The Lopes working their way back into this game, trying to stay alive here in the 4th set.
That was McLeod trying to kill it, and now Tardy is going to get a chance. Not quite. Ahern keeps that one up. Good job, as Demand's been on fire lately. Good reaction time, and now we'll see if Seattle can get it back over, and they cannot. Unable to do so. 17-14. And a timeout called by Seattle. We'll be right back. 17-14.
GCU's College of Science, Engineering, and Technology offers a premier STEM education with relevant curricula designed to lead you to a career in the competitive fields of science, technology, engineering, and math. GCU is investing in the future of our STEM programs with multiple state-of-the-art facilities, providing students with access to cutting-edge technology. Our STEM education is motivated by a Christian worldview, which cultivates ethical decision-making. The College of Science, Engineering, and Technology fosters traits in adaptability, collaboration, creativity, as well as ethical and social awareness, which makes our graduates from our STEM programs more competitive. Through robust collaboration and partnership with industries that require a STEM-prepared workforce, our faculty concentrates exclusively on student success within a deeply nurturing Christian setting. Find out more at gcu.edu/CSET.
17-14 and back on the court. This is a lead that was a lot bigger. GCU's battled in. They've hung tough, and Seattle's made some errors. Now we're set to go. A serve here from DeFalco. Punched over. Ahern, good job keeping that one up. Carpenter. Now it's going to be Tardy again, and she will get it down. 2 points. 2-point lead now. And this deficit has shrunk. GCU's done a good job. They've gone point by point, and they've gotten 4 in a row.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed is when Tardy's in this game, she's really being a game changer here for the Lopes. So,
well, back. They get another one. I'll tell you what. This is anybody's match. I mean, it looked like a little while ago GCU was just going to get buried, but one by one they have just gotten the points back, and it's a 5-point run for them as that one's just outside as well. So it's tied.
Yeah, life is back into the Lopes here, 17-7, as they are fighting to move this to a 5th set, and that is going to be another timeout. Lopes playing good volleyball. We're going to keep it here, but Lopes playing some really great volleyball, and this is exactly what we wanted to see coming into the 4th set, and it's good to see that the Lopes still have life in them, and they are not completely dead in the water today. 17-7. Alex, what do the Lopes need to do if they want to bring this game to 5 sets?
Well, fortunately, they got some help from the Redhawks. I mean, how many errors did we see from them? Not finding the line, service errors, just miscommunication there. And that lead that I believe was 8 or 9 is now tied. And GCU, that's all they need to do. I mean, get a couple points. You can't get 10 back in one, in a couple seconds. So they've hung tough, and now they've given themselves a chance to win this set and a 5th set.
Yeah, 17-7 here. This is really, the pinnacle of this game right now. The Lopes could go down and make it, down the next 3 points and move the Redhawks score in 2017, or the Lopes could take the next 3 points and really take this 4th set. So these next few points that we see right now at 17-7, basically a 0-0 ball game, is pivotal for the Lopes in their survival today.
Well, whoever gets this point off the timeouts, oh man, there's miscommunication from the GCU side, and you gotta always be safe than sorry there. I mean, you'd love to see two going for the ball instead of none going for the ball, just in case. That's exactly why. So, point off the timeout, huge, and Seattle gets it, and now Seattle's going to serve with Milojevic. Tardy gets the kill.
Well, there's Natalie Tardy again coming in here with her 3rd kill. And even though she has 3, every time that she's came into this game, she's been a difference maker for the Lopes. And I think maybe that's the hidden gem the Lopes need to utilize today in order to finish this 4th set with the W.
Back and forth, and now Sanchez will serve. 2 to the ball there for Seattle. Now, good job of Tardy working the net, and she's going to get down again. And there's a kill, so they take the lead, 19-18.
With the replay here, Carpenter to Tardy, Tardy connecting with the hardwood, moving the score 19-18. Lopes taking the lead here at the end of the 4th set.
6 away for GCU, 7 for Seattle. They're going to get it to Tardy again. Of course, they couldn't there as Kavensky was able to end up handling it. Carpenter, they're going to try and get it to Tardy again. Yep, here it is at the net. Tapped it, a good diving play by Milojevic. And then Carpenter up again, Tardy. Thought that went down, but it didn't. Tapped over, spin on the ball. There's communication. It was a good job of DeFalco, able to keep that one up. And then a kill attempt by DeMen, unable to do so. Now we rally back and forth. Kavensky up. DeMen, DeFalco, Carpenter, Tardy. Off the hands. And a 2-point lead for GCU. Comeback's not quite complete yet, but 5 away for GCU. It's looking good. If they can get this point, really going to be feeling comfortable with 3 points, only 4 away from the win. Sanchez kept that one up, and then Kavensky now. DeFalco's able to keep it over. Really wanting this point. Oh, good job by Sanchez, reacting to the ground. Tardy finds the court, and it's 21-18.
Man, Tardy, the name of this fourth set. Get the replay here. Replay of Tardy. It's great here. That's going to be her 6th kill. She came into this fourth set and has been dominating for the Lopes. The Lopes up 3 here, 21-18.
Yeah, Seattle looks bad right now. Can't seem to execute. And getting a point there, a mistake from Tardy.
Yeah, a little bit of a heat check there.
Yeah, exactly. You knew the hot hand had to end somewhere, but still have that 21-19 lead, and it's a lot better than a 6-point deficit, 7-point deficit. Not quite. Good job of Carpenter keeping that one up and sent over by DeFalco. Off the hands of Adams. And now Adams and Kavensky, not sure exactly who that touched, but I know that they were working the net blocking, so now 21-20. Carpenter, Tardy. Can't seem to stop her kill, and a net violation. Oh no, not a net violation for Seattle. I think maybe GCU. Either way, it's tied 21-21. And the serve going back. Michelle Tainton. Carpenter, they're gonna give it to Tardy again. Kept up and out. So the lead goes back to GCU, 22-21.
Replay here on the backside again from Tardy off the blocking hands of the Redhawks, and that's going to be another point for the Lopes. 22-21, Lopes have a 1-point advantage, 3 points away from a 5th set game.
Oh man, that was a nice play. Stojanovic, that ball looked like it was seeking outside of the lines, but it found the corner very nicely, and it's tied at 22. Demen. Kavensky got the reception, and this one way into the crowd. Way too hard, and Kavensky's gonna get a chance to put them one away, forcing another 5th set. Again, between these two schools. Last meeting was 3-2 as well. Oh, wow. Nice response by Marinkovic. GC really wanting that point bad. Now it's tied, and they're going to get the serve. But it seems like whichever team has served, the opposite team serving has gotten the point lately. See, Natalie Tardy comes off. Definitely a huge change on the hardwood when she was on. Received by Kavensky, and now the kill attempt. Punched by DeFalco. Kept up here. Now Martinovic again. Kept up. Sanchez, DeFalco. Finds the line. Whoa. That was close.
Yeah, really close call.
Nice.
Tough call by the line judge there. Point just goes to the Redhawks. We're going to have a timeout here, 24-23, close game. We're going to throw it to break for the conclusion of this game.
At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages fewer than 17 students with full-time faculty. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview. Welcome to the family. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University online.
24-23, just about 35 seconds to go until we see if GCU will force a fifth set or if Seattle will get the 3-1 lead and make the series 10-0 all time.
Yeah, they played much better volleyball in this fourth set. We saw a flash of it in the second when they took a game there. We did not see it at all in the third set, but this fourth set again, at one point they were down, I think by 5 points, so GCU has done a great job battling back. They are down a point here, so if the Red Hawks can capitalize on this play, they will go home. But if the Lopes can bring it back, we will see a fifth set.
There it is, off the timeout. Been alternating who has grabbed the point off the last couple timeouts. We'll see who does it here. It's too hard. No, they win it. Seattle wins it with a walk-off service ace. Oh my goodness, the controversy.
Wow.
I'm still a little shocked from what I've seen, but either way, GCU loses 3-1 to Seattle, and we're done. We'll be right back here to wrap things up from GCU Arena right after this commercial.
At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages fewer than 17 students with full-time faculty. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview. Welcome to the family. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University online.
Well, off the timeout, 24-23. As you can see who got the point, and Seattle barely got the line off the serve, and they were able to win it 25-23. They lost that match 3-1, but they're back at it again at 1 on Saturday against Seattle University. That is at Seattle University. And that's all we have here from GCU.
Make sure you follow us on Twitter and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Aaron Gina. This is Alex Larson. Lopes up, everyone.